So Kamala Harris has hired a new communications director, and it's not going good. So, you know, a lot of people have been jumping ship because they're sick and tired of her being an empty-headed idiot, and that she makes them look bad. And it says, Harris, new communications director, apologizes after backlash to a 2010 deportation tweet. And so this is NBC News running interference for the president and the vice president. That's NBC News is a Democratic operation, okay? And so look at the subheadline. The decade-old tweet. Do you see them trying to diminish it? The decade-old tweet from Jamal Simmons, a longtime Democratic strategist, indicated support for deporting undocumented. Indicated support. You want to see the tweet?
Wow.
Here's the tweet. Just saw two undocumented folks talking on MSNBC. One law student, the other a protester. Can someone explain why ICE is not picking them up? Now, NBC News would say that he is indicated support for deporting undocumented. Really? Is that what that sounds like? Oh, boy, did he indicate support? Wow. If he indicated support any harder, he could have got a job in the Trump administration. Jamal Simmons, a longtime Democratic strategist who was recently tapped as the chief spokesperson for Harris, issued a statement saying that in his years as a political commentator, he sometimes plainly missed the mark.
He meant to say, don't come here.
He missed the mark. I wish, wow. Yeah, okay. And, you know, Charlie Manson was a little abrupt with his victims. I mean, could you, as a pundit for much of my career, I have tweeted a lot and spoken out on public issues. Sometimes I have been sarcastic, unclear, or just plainly missed the mark.
It sounds like he hit the mark he was aiming for.
No, you hit the mark.
Oh, yes.
That was called a bullseye. I sincerely apologize for offending those who care as much as I do about making America the best multi-ethnic, diverse democracy it can be.
Wow.
I know the role I am taking on is to represent the Biden-Harris administration, and I will do so with humility, sincerity, respect, and disregard for the immigrants. The sentiment expressed in the tweet is in stark contrast to the Biden administration's immigration policy. So this writer at NBC News is trying to say that this tweet is in stark contrast to what the Biden administration is doing. What? Watch this. What? The sentiment expressed in the tweet is in stark contrast to the Biden administration's immigration policies. No, it's not.
It looks like why he got hired.
That's exactly right. No, the Biden administration is aping Trump's policies on the border, and people are resigning over it because they're saying what Joe Biden is doing is inhuman. What they're doing to deporting people. And let's remember that Joe Biden and Barack Obama deported way more immigrants than Donald Trump ever dreamed of. Donald Trump barely got half of the people deported as Barack Obama and Joe Biden did. Do you know that? And now it's ramped way back up. There's a much bigger crisis than ever. People are in cages still. So this NBC News is lying to you to try to lie to you and gaslight you about the Democrats and Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So let me read this. It says, the administration implemented new guidelines last year aimed at curbing deportations, yet it hasn't. In addition to pausing some deportations in President Joe Biden's first 100 days to overhaul enforcement practices. We've covered this a million times already, probably at least 3 times.
What were the guidelines?
Meanwhile, Harris has been tasked with addressing the root causes of immigration. Yeah, and she's not. She's not addressing anything. She flew down to Central America and said, don't come. That's her root cause mitigation. But those aren't, so that's, again, it's great to see NBC News be so shitty. But that's not his only bad tweet. Here's another one. Intent, motive matter. George W. Bush let the CIA waterboard people, and even though we didn't like it and may have been illegal, he was not impeached because he was doing it to protect the nation. If Bush waterboarded people to get someone to buy his Texas ranch, that would be different.
What is his name? Jamal the Quiet Part Out Loud Simmons?
Yes.
I mean, I can't believe he's saying that explicitly.
Hey, we can do a torture program. We can be war criminals, but that's not an impeachable offense, according to Kamala Harris's new communications director. That's not an impeachable offense. What Trump did is impeachable. I don't even think people can tell you what he did. He paused a shipment of arms to the Ukraine. That's an impeachable offense. But I literally invading a country illegally and then ordering a torture program to cover it up. That's what the torture program was there to do. The torture program wasn't there to get the terrorists to tell us the truth. It was there to get the terrorists to lie, to back up the phony pretense that Dick Cheney and George Bush came up with for invading Iraq. That's why they ordered a torture program, not to get information, but to get them to lie. Here's another tweet. Congress needs to give President Obama the authority to strike in Syria. Our military resolve will help get a political solution. So he's an imperialist. Start bombing the shit out of people. That's who these people are. They're fucking bloodthirsty psychopaths. They don't give a shit who they murder.
Obama didn't even want to do it.
Obama didn't want to do it.
Obama's like, I'm not touching this.
And then he went on to drop fucking more bombs in Syria and blah, blah, blah. Anyway. Iran reportedly interested in a nuke deal. Tough truth for anti-war crowd. Obama attacking ISIS strengthens his diplomatic hand other places. So he's saying we should be doing more bombing, more droning, and more bombing of more imperialism, basically, because it helps us get a better deal with Iran. See? Anti-war people are wrong.
Hey, remember when back when we first went to Iraq and Iran was actually helping us and it could have been turned around, but then David Frum gave Bush that dumb speech about the axis of evil?
Yes. Here's my favorite thing. This guy once donated to Rand Paul. So you want to see? This is it. It says, why do you support Rand Paul as president? Jamal Simmons, Washington, D.C., occupation, public relations, employer of the Reben Group, year to date, $250. Recipient amount, June 1st, 2015. And who did he give it to? Rand Paul for president. And I love this. It says, this is better than Deborah Messing backing Joe Lieberman. So now you know the rest of the story. That's your Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. That's your Democratic Party, which is a Republican party. They're a right-wing conservative neocon party.
Do you think he likes Rand Paul now that he has been grilling Fauci? What do you think he says about him now?
I bet he has to pretend to hate everybody who's Republican now. Okay, so now you know the rest of the story. I hope you enjoy voting for Joe Biden and Kamala Harris again. You fucking suckers. Hey, come see a live Jimmy Dore show. We're in Los Angeles, January 7th and 14th. Then we're in Raleigh, North Carolina, and Philadelphia. Go to jimmydoorecomedy.com for a link for all tickets and become a premium member to get access to all our premium videos.